No, 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 no. Perfect!
PC gaming is dead.
However, I'm not dead. Welcome to the Internet Pundit. I've been away for a couple of months, but I'm back. So let's hear what this guy has to say about PC gaming apparently being dead once again.
This is something that a lot of YouTubers and gamers in general aren't really willing to admit right now.
You mean they're not willing to lie and say something that's not actually true, right?
Probably because of just how prevalent PC gamers are in the online gaming sphere and just how people really don't want to admit just how bad the PC gaming situation is right now. But
I can report from first-hand experience that PC gaming is better than ever, thank you very much.
I'm honest, I'm genuine, I am insightful, I provide information that no one else is willing to talk about because I'm just that sort of guy.
He sounds like a politician already.
I'm going to talk about why PC gaming is dead. It is.
Right.
It very much is. Despite like all the shilling it got in the past decade, like with the rise of Steam and just the introduction of things like Half-Life 2 and Team Fortress 2, and Portal and things like that. Like all this stuff that became really, really big on Steam among PC gamers in general.
You do realize that thousands of games have been released since Half-Life 2, Portal 2, stuff like that.
Pretty much all of it has withered away and died. There are no PC exclusives anymore.
No PC exclusives. I can look at my Steam library and see probably at least half of that library is stuff that's only available on PC. Good luck playing BeamNG Drive on your Xbox.
Nothing of real value, really.
Define value. Are we talking about fun factor? Are we talking about how much money was put into it? Because all these games do have value. People play them.
There's still some stuff like Civilization and some strategy games, but...
So I suppose anything that's not a third-person action-adventure with stealth elements doesn't count, right?
At the end of the day, the days of cutting-edge, adventure titles...
Those still exist?
The days of first-person shooter titles, the games of,
Those still exist, too?
The days of, PC gaming being where it's at for a specific niche, of, competitive gaming.
You do realize the vast majority of esports competitive level stuff happens on PC, right?
Age of, things like StarCraft, things like World of Warcraft, things like that. All of it's pretty much on the way out.
Both of those still exist.
All of it's dying for some reason or another. Valve, of course, is refusing to make Half-Life 3. It's never going to happen.
At this point, Half-Life 3 is just a meme. Get over it.
Portal is dead in the water.
The Portal games told a complete story. It's unnecessary to add another game to the series.
Again, Steam is becoming a mess. I don't see anybody really talking about this because it kind of goes against the narrative of the PC master race. But
I think no one's talking about it because it's completely untrue.
the thing about Steam is that there's so much garbage on there, it is impossible to find anything of value there.
Have you heard of the wonderful thing called the search box? You type in what you want and it shows it to you.
I personally, as someone who has Steam installed on my computer, and in fact has downloaded a Fallout for free on it, the original Fallout for free on it, and still has not played it, I don't even bother looking on Steam.
That doesn't make you sound like a credible source.
For one thing, the interface is ugly as fuck, and I don't like the look of it.
Skins exist?
For another, there's just so much bullshit there. Everything that I might be interested in, Sonic Generations, Thumper, what else did I try? StarCraft 2? That's not even on Steam, is it? I think I've downloaded that through the Blizzard store. Well, anyway, everything that I have on Steam, anything that I was interested in, is generally on other platforms. There's really nothing there.
There are 22,000 games on Steam. Saying that's nothing would be like looking at a college basketball stadium and saying it's empty during game time.
That really makes me think that, really makes me stop and think that, wow, this game is something that you can only properly play on PC. That just does not happen anymore.
There are very many games that can only be properly played on PC. For instance, am I going to be plugging in a joystick into my Xbox to play Microsoft Flight Simulator? No, because that doesn't work.
In fact, I find PCs rather limiting in certain aspects, like not having, good local play options, not having,
I have played games with friends on the same computer using multiple controllers. Trust me, it's possible.
having dead online communities for fighting games and stuff like that. Like in general, just it's become like in the past decade, or I don't want to say the past decade, like maybe the last 7 years. Mr. T just made a video about this actually, talking about how it's all about the visuals, right? Like,
funnily enough, since the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X were released, visuals are also the big talking point on consoles. Funny how that works.
you don't buy games on PC anymore because you expect them to be like completely different from what you could get on consoles, right? You don't buy like Siberias anymore. You don't buy Dooms or Quakes or Half-Lives. No. You buy the same games that everyone else is buying, but buy top-of-the-line hardware to put into your PC so it looks slightly crisper and runs at a slightly higher frame rate, and it's somehow better because of this.
No, I buy games on PC because I want to play them on my PC. I have this hardware, I might as well use it. Also, yes, they are better, objectively.
As someone who, it really doesn't. Like, it's just a waste of time, money, and effort. It really is. There's no reason to like constantly upgrade your PC just to have like the most cutting edge graphics like all the time. It just,
you don't need to upgrade all the time. Hardware doesn't magically degrade or lose power over time. It just works.
it's not all that, it doesn't like, it's not practical financial wise for one thing. Like spending a couple of $100s like every few months for like,
Well, here's the thing. Nobody does that.
that's like fucking crazy, okay? Like there's a better use of your money, okay?
You know, the exact same argument could be made about anything. Oh, you don't need a smartphone, you could just have a flip phone. There's better uses for your money.
That could go to so many other things. Just to upgrade your PC like all the time, just doesn't that get old? Like,
It would get old if we actually did it. No, people upgrade every couple of years when they need to or when they feel like it. Got a bonus at work? Okay, maybe time for a PC upgrade, but you don't need to.
I get that there are people who enjoy that and like think it's like a valuable skill to like have technical knowledge and things like that, but it's fucking video games. You don't need a cutting edge PC for your day-to-day life.
The great thing about a PC is that it can be used for virtually anything. I can be editing this video, I could be browsing the web, I could be watching Netflix. Good luck editing a video or doing your homework on an Xbox.
Right? Like, why bother with it? It's just time consuming and just kind of pointless, really. And I think people are starting to like come around to this. I don't know. Like I've been hearing a lot of talk about how PC gamers just. I just feel like a lot of the PC gaming like master race culture has been slowly dying alongside Steam and Valve.
In 2017, 7,261 games were released on Steam, and these sold 330 million copies. That's not dying, that's thriving.
And just their reputation as being like these all-time based companies, it's just not real, like it's not really that good. It's not really that big of a deal that they have sales all the time or that they have every single indie game in existence on their store. Like it's actually a bad thing because like everybody just keeps getting overshadowing each other. Like all the good games keep getting lost in this garbage. And
I'd say having a lot of games is a good thing for the market because you can choose what you like.
I don't know. Like, I think having a Nintendo seal of quality for indie games right now is a good thing. Like,
the Nintendo seal of quality is a marketing term, nothing more.
Pretty much everything I've played on the Nintendo eShop is pretty good. Like, even games like Voez. Well, okay, Voez wasn't good. I'll never defend Voez, but I don't know, man. Like, I didn't hate it as it wasn't like one of those games that Jim Sterling covers. Jim Sterling tells you not to buy. Yeah. Here's the thing about the PC Master Race, the gaming PC, the PC gaming YouTube community. All they do is go on Steam and buy shitty indie games that no one was going to buy anyway, and then like warn you not to buy them because they're, spoiler alert, they're bad.
Isn't that what a reviewer's supposed to do? I mean, people went to go see Emoji Movie to review it, and that movie was absolute shit. Trust me, I want 90 minutes of my life back, and I watched it on Netflix.
Like really, really bad. I don't know. Like I think with time, that sort of thing has really died down. Like I've noticed Total Biscuit isn't anywhere near as popular as it used to be, which is a good thing because I never liked him or his like attitude and just in general, just he was always kind of full of himself regarding like his whole PC thing. Like he shit on Yoshi's Island, my personal all-time favorite game. Fuck him and his idea of what a good game is, because he just does not have a clue.
Mocking a dead guy. Not cool, man. Not cool.
Yoshi's Island is great, by the way. I'm playing again right now, but my point is, like this whole PC thing, this whole PC Master Race thing, this whole PC. I made a video last year talking about the decline of PC gaming and just how PC gamers hate people coming out and like talking shit about PC, about how inaccessible it is and how much it's so much more convenient to just go out and buy a console and get the same experience, you know, the same games and, you know, with a better control scheme and like, you know, real options for, you know, local play and stuff like that.
Personally, I wish people would talk shit on PC more often. It would make my job easier. You know how hard it is to find videos for this stuff? Seriously.
PC gamers get salty about that. They like try to tell you that the games that don't come to PC aren't worth having. Like what they're trying to do with Valkyria Chronicles, I believe.
Could you repeat that again a bit slower, please?
Like I don't think that game's coming to 4 is coming to PC. I don't know. I just hear them talk about how they don't get games all the time and how like, oh, we would buy it if it came out. Bayonetta 2 is coming to Steam, right? Didn't happen. Actually, I don't even think Bayonetta 1 did that all that well. Like, yeah. PC gamers spent years bitching about how Bayonetta and Vanquish weren't on PC. They finally happened last year, and that was it. They just sort of came out and just sort of, you know, were critically acclaimed and became, you know, shitposting fuel for a day. We finally have Bayonetta, guys. Congratulations, I guess. You finally have like a 10-year-old game.
I will never complain about having more games available to me. It's all about market choice. You can decide to buy what you want. Restricting games to certain platforms is against the spirit of competition.
They just got Bayonetta, and it's already, you know, I don't even think it cracked 1 million on Steam. I don't. It's undoubtedly going to do way better on Switch.
Bayonetta sold 170,000 copies on Steam, which is about on par with its sales on individual consoles. It's not bad.
It's undoubtedly going to, if it gets re-released on Xbox One, like a proper physical release, I imagine it would do better.
At the time of recording, it has not been released on Xbox One. Go on, beg for that port. I dare you.
Like, I don't know, man. Just, I haven't looked at the exact numbers or anything, but I imagine it came out, sold like 500,000 units or something like that, 50,000 units. I don't fucking know, something not that great, and then it just sort of died.
Using 500,000 and 50,000 right after each other really just shows you're talking out of your ass.
Nobody buys it anymore, or really plays it anymore. Because PC gamers are a joke. They just don't really play games that much. They just watch YouTube videos and get angry about frame rates and things like that, and just...
I have over 500 hours in multiple games on my PC. People play games. It's called gaming.
It's really not something that really should be respected by anyone. Like, does anybody care about PC gaming right now?
Yes.
It really does not feel like it. Like people just get angry when you criticize PC gaming and talk about how it's the same thing as console gaming, but worse. And I just,
Right now on Steam, there are over 14 million players online and 3.6 million players in-game. That's a lot.
I don't know, man. Like with Valve going downhill, I don't really see this, PC gaming really having much of a future. Like, what are you gonna go? Like, are you gonna go on Origin? Like, really, really? Like,
Luckily for us, Steam is not going downhill. I would advise you to check your sources.
there are other stores, but none of them really became as relevant or as synonymous with PC gaming as Steam did. And if Steam is going downhill, I imagine these other places are as well. They're certainly not getting new games. They're certainly not like a
7,200 games were released in 2017 on Steam. That's a lot of new games.
uncovering new indie talent. Like, when was the last time a truly great game launched on Steam and only Steam?
Probably within the last couple of months. With the number of games on the platform, there's bound to be several.
It just does not happen. Like, consoles generally pay for exclusivity. Well, get exclusivity. Like, Cuphead was on Xbox. Well, it was on PC too, but I think most people bought it on Xbox.
Cuphead has over 1 million owners on Steam.
Like, oh, I think it was like, yeah, I don't know. I think it did better on PC, but only because it was the Xbox. Like, I think Wargroove is going to do better on Switch. I think it's coming out on PC. I think Nintendo Switch games are going to do best. Okay, I think with everything else, it would do better on consoles. Like, Xbox One is just kind of a mess. Shovel Knight did well on Nintendo. Great game. Like, everything just, there's no reason to buy. The fact that we're talking about like 8-bit indie games when talking about like indie support for PC, which wouldn't really benefit from it at all. So again, this is why PC gaming has no purpose or utility. Is it like it's too expensive?
In order to get anywhere close, I'd have to buy all 3 consoles, which would run me maybe $1,000. You can get a fairly competent PC for $500.
It's too inaccessible.
Have you heard of Best Buy? You can just walk in there and walk out with a PC. It's not that hard.
And at the end of the day, it's not really worth it. Like, are there really anything? I imagine it's not that hard to run Civilization 6 on like just any old PC. I really don't. I don't suspect I would have to upgrade mine to play it. Like, I could probably get it now if I wanted to. Well, is it out yet? I don't even know. But in general, I just feel like this needs to be said more. Is that like PC gaming doesn't really have an audience.
Once again, I'd like to point out that there's over 14 million people online on Steam. You can check it out for yourself at steamcharts.com.
Anymore. It really does not feel like it. It feels like the PC gaming audience is more like the YouTube gaming audience. Like, the big PC game of the past 5 years was FNAF. I can't think of any other PC exclusive that became as relevant, that took off, and was as big as a deal as FNAF.
Is that a bad thing? I mean, props to Scott Cawthon. He's made a game that's an amazing success.
Okay, and when the best game, most relevant game on your platform is fucking stream bait bullshit, like FNAF or even like Undertale, if it's fucking stream bait bullshit, then why even bother?
I don't know, maybe because there's literally tens of thousands of other games that aren't, to quote you, fucking stream bait bullshit.
Like, FNAF has not come out in consoles yet because of the way it works. Whatever. No big loss. Undertale has. Stardew Valley, the 2016 version, has. The Switch version is doing well. Like, I don't fucking like Stardew Valley, and I highly suggest you play a real fucking Rune Factory game. But at the end of the day, it's still doing well on Switch. It's in spite of my like, in spite of how I didn't want it to. But Stardew Valley on Switch, I believe like it's getting exclusive content on Switch first too. By the way, Switch owners are getting more of a game than PC owners are. So,
good for them, I guess.
Wargroove, I think that's coming out on Switch first. That's my most anticipated indie game of the foreseeable future, I believe. I kind of wish it was out by now. Like that was announced like a year ago, and we haven't heard any new information. Like, what are they doing? But yeah, if a game comes out on Switch and PC, it's going to do better on Switch. Absolutely no exceptions. Like,
the issue with this comparison is that very few games are shared between those two platforms. They serve completely different segments of the market.
Switch is just such a more desirable platform in like so many different ways. Like, you can take it with you. Like,
you know, there's this marvelous thing called laptops. You might have heard of them at some point.
It has the Joy-Con. Like, the Joy-Cons have like their own features. It has motion controls. It does all this stuff that PC gaming simply cannot do. It does not matter what the frame rate is. It does not matter what the resolution is. In fact, those things don't even really matter. What matters is that the game itself has like lots of unique functions. It's accessible, and that like people enjoy playing it.
So by your own logic, if people enjoy playing games on PC, then PC is good. Oh wait, no, but PC gaming is dead, I forgot.
And people like the Switch more than they like the PC. PC gaming is dead. It has been for the past several years now. Since TF2 started losing relevancy, I would say.
At the time of recording, Team Fortress 2 is the number 6 most played game on Steam by current players. That's not bad for a game that is supposedly no longer relevant.
It's been dead for a while. It's only going to get worse from here. I really wonder what the... I think with the decline of gaming YouTubers, PC gaming is going to decline as well. But we'll see where we are in another 5 years. I suspect it's going to get worse. Have fun, guys. Have fun with your games.
Well, that was something. I hope you enjoyed watching this episode of the Internet Pundit. Hopefully I'll be able to upload more consistently, but a lot of this, a big problem is me finding content to commentate on. Because there's a surprising lack of people talking shit on the PC, on the internet, in YouTube form. So, actually, if you find any videos that might be relevant to the channel, could you do me a massive favor? Please leave them in the comments. I would greatly appreciate that. Anyway, thank you very much for watching the Internet Pundit, and we will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.